Hey, what up guys? As you can see, I have a regular Subaru key right here. This came off a 2015 WRX STI, and what I'm going to show you guys how to do today is actually change this key into a flip key without using your valet key. So I went ahead and ordered a shell from eBay from this buyer that was really helpful in the process of figuring out what kind of blade, what I needed to do. And so let's go ahead and see what the shell comes with. So right here you have some screws here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, and this little bar right here, you'll see what the bar is actually for. It's to hold the key blade in place. You got a little Subaru sticker right here for the back, and here's actually the flip key right here. It's already pre-assembled in a sense, so go ahead and open this up. And so this is what you actually get when you actually purchase a shell. It's put together. There's really a flip key blade right there. There's a spring that holds this together, and here's the blank. This is a Subaru 69 blank blade, and if you go ahead, you can see there's 1, 2, 3 holes for the screws, and you actually get an extra screw just in case you lose one, and then the sticker goes on afterwards. And so when you get it, it's usually assembled like this already, but what you can do is you can go ahead and just open it up, and you'll see that it comes with the little bun, a spring, the shell, and if you look a little bit closer, you can use your original key and actually just take out the controller, put it in here, and it'll be a perfect fit. And then there's actually a little slot right here, and this slot right here is for the immobilizer. It's for the transponder that's actually in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to actually take this key apart, put in the transponder there, put in the controller there. This little bar right here, you're going to go ahead and actually stick it into this hole right here, and using a hammer or the back of a screwdriver, and go ahead and just kind of pound it in just to hold it tight. And then I'll show you guys how to reassemble this. So the easy way online on the forums is actually using your valet key for the transponder, and actually just cutting it open, taking out the transponder and putting it in here. But instead, I'm going to show you guys how to do a little bit of hard work and actually getting the transponder out here, so you can save your valet key. So first thing we actually have to do, that I totally recommend, is actually getting this key cut. So I'm going to go to a local shop here in Northern California in Milpitas, where I got my first key cut, and we're going to go ahead and get this key cut using either the original key or just the valet. Either or works. So we'll see you in a bit. So I'm at O'Neill's Lock and Key here in Milpitas. I'm going to get this blank cut, Subaru 69 key blank. I'm going to get it cut using my valet as the template, and it should just be a couple minutes, and we'll see how it comes out. After getting your Subaru blank cut, we're going to go ahead and make sure that this is sealed. Your blade is pretty tight right now, and it feels like you might not need to do anything else to it, but over time it's going to wiggle and it could fall out. So we want to make sure that this is sealed. I highly recommend doing this. Don't skip this step or you could lose your key. So you can see that there's a little hole here
and that's where this little bar, this pin inside this baggie of screws is going to be inserted in. So let's go ahead and get that out. So here's that bar or pin. You want to go ahead and just insert it in. It doesn't really matter what side you insert it into, but you can feel that once you go ahead and put it in, it's going to stick out a little bit. And this is where you can use a hammer or just something hard to hit it in. But even before doing that, I really recommend just grabbing some super glue and putting it in there. So even after inserting in the pin, will stay in. So we got that there, and I'll just go ahead and use this. Let's give it a little tap. And there, you can see that it's now in. And then I'm just going to add some extra super glue on this side. And I'm going to put this aside and let it dry. Okay. So after getting that done, we're going to go ahead and start assembling, or actually dismantling, our key. I know on the forums, people usually just get their valet key, cut it open, grab the transponder out. But I'm going to go ahead and just use my regular key here. So let's get it off this keychain. And the reason why I want to grab it from here is because I don't want to waste a valet key. So there's going to be two things we're going to grab from this. First thing is going to be the controller, and then the second thing is going to be the transponder located inside. So the way you take apart this key is you want to go ahead and find this little groove right here, and we're just going to go ahead and pry open. Okay, once you pry that open, you can see that here's the controller. You just pull it out, and it's plug and play. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there, but I'll show you how to place everything inside. We're going to do the harder work right now, which is getting the transponder out. And the transponder is actually right here. You can kind of see it. There you go, with the proper lighting. See right there, it looks kind of like there's some residue, and that's their super glue or their adhesive that keeps it in there. So this is going to take a lot of work, and the first time doing this, actually it took me a while, and I was trying to figure out the best way to do this, and I used the blade, and I started cutting or scraping it, but I noticed that took a very, very, very long time. And I saw that there was a better recommendation. It's actually using a heat gun. Right here, what I have is a blow dryer. So I'm just put this on, make sure it's on hot, and I'm gonna heat this area up just to get it, really soft. And I'm gonna pull it apart using these pliers right here. I do recommend just not holding onto the key with your bare hands, because it's going to heat up. These work right here. So I'm just going to hold that, and I'm going to turn on the blow dryer. Alright, after heating up for a little bit, a couple minutes, I'm going to see if we can just go ahead and take this apart. I'm just twisting the plastic. grabbing onto the transponder and just breaking it off. So you can see the transponder is still there. I'm going to just heat it up a little bit more, and then we're going to try to pull it apart. Alright, after heating a couple more minutes, let's go ahead and try to take this apart some more. There's the key, but the transponder is still in there, so let's go ahead and just start pulling it some more. When you notice that it's hard to bend the plastic, that means you're gonna have to just heat it up some more. You can see that the transponder is still right there, so we're gonna heat it up, and then we're gonna remove all this excessive plastic. You can see the transponder is still in there, and all this plastic is slowly coming off, slowly but surely. If you're good with a knife, you can actually heat this up and then start carving away at it if you like, but you just got to make sure you're careful. I'm going to go ahead and just heat this up some more, and then I'm just going to slowly pull this apart. I would recommend getting really small pliers. That would probably work the best. Alright, we're down to our last part. You can see the transponder just hiding in there. I'm actually going to use a knife, and I'm just going to kind of just wiggle my way into the transponder. And you want to be careful, make sure you don't cut yourself. So I'm just still kind of hot. Just kind of just wiggling my way into the casing, or the area where the transponder is, because there's a lot of adhesive sticking on from the plastic onto the transponder. So again, be careful doing this, and make sure that you heat it up pretty well, and it'll make the process go pretty quick. You can see that there's a lot of junk just sticking around it, so if you can, just heat it up and kind of slice it. I'm going to heat it up and just kind of slice it out. So it does take a lot of work to heat it up, but it's worth it. So again, I'm going to just try to make an incision. Oh, actually, I don't know if I need to use another plier to pull apart the plastic. It's actually coming out pretty well. And bam. There you go. This is your transponder. It's a little bit, it's rectangular, and there's a slight curve to it.